Life can be a challenge. Life can seem impossible. It's never easy when there's so much on the line. But you can make a difference. There's a mission just for you. Just look inside and you will find just what you can do. Just look inside and you will find just what you can do. Our heroes, they looked inside and gave that selfless sacrifice. Our founding fathers were heroes when they set the bar high, when they said we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men and women are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator. I don't leave it out. With certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. One night, I was doing a show on the 4th of July, a special talking about our founding fathers and these two great documents, the Constitution of the United States, as well as the Declaration of Independence. And I was paying tribute to our founding fathers for having the wisdom and the vision to create two of the greatest documents in the history of the world. And then I had a caller who called in to chastise me for paying tribute to the founding fathers. I said, sir, why? He said, did you not know that the founding fathers had slaves? Yes. I knew that. What's your point? Then how can you pay tribute to the founding fathers when they had slaves? Your ancestors were slaves to them. I said, sir, you missed the point. The wisdom of the founding fathers was to set the bar high enough that over time we would work our way up to those ideals, and we are doing that better than any other country in the history of the world. They could have set the bar low where they were at that particular point in time, at that particular point in history, but they did not. They set the bar high with those ideas. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And that's the same type of selfless sacrifice that our heroes show every day. One of the calls that I often get to my radio show, I get this call from different people on a regular basis. Because there are a lot of people in this country that are frustrated with the direction we're headed and what's going on. So I get a call from callers periodically will say, Mr. Kane, I've been listening to you and I've learned something from what you have had to say, and I'm frustrated, I'm angry, I'm teed off. What can I do? Just look inside and you will find just what you can do. I said, are you registered to vote? They say yes. Do you vote on a consistent basis? They say yes. And I would say, are you familiar with the Declaration of Independence? Yes, I am. And are you familiar with that phrase, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness? Yes. Here's what you can do. Go get the Declaration of Independence. And when you get to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, keep reading. Don't stop there. Because it says when any form of government becomes destructive of those ideals, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it. And we have some altering and abolishing to do. Keep reading. Those young men and all our heroes that Florence talked about, that Colonel Steele talked about, they not only died for those ideals, but they died for our right and responsibility to alter or abolish when necessary. Second point that I want to share with you tonight relates to a personal experience that happened to me. Just look inside and you will find just what you can do. In 2006, I was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. I had cancer in my colon and my liver. I had a 30% chance of survival. I went through chemotherapy, recuperated, went to have surgery where 30% of my colon was removed. And as a result of that experience, 4 years ago, this summer, I have been totally cancer-free with only a 30% chance of being given out. I tell you that story, not because I'm a walking medical miracle, but I tell you that story because through that experience, God said, Herman, not yet. And it forced me to look inside so I could find just what I can do. And that's my challenge to each of you. We have the greatest country in the world. We have heroes. And as the opening video said, all of our heroes gave some. Some of our heroes gave all. What will we do to make sure that this remains the greatest country in the world? What will we do individually to look inside to find just what we can do? Because you see, the founding fathers, they did that job. We have to be the defending fathers. some of our heroes defend us on the battlefield. We have to be the defending fathers in our communities, in the State House, in the United States Congress, and even the presidency of the United States. We have to be the defending fathers. Because freedom is not free. Just look inside, and you will find just what you can do. When I was a student at Morehouse College, Dr. Benjamin E. Mays used to challenge the young men of Morehouse when he would remind us just how fragile life is. He would also remind us that we were all put here on this earth to make a difference. To make a difference with whatever skills, talents, abilities that we were blessed with, individually and collectively. We were all put here to make a difference. But he would remind the young men of Morehouse that life is just a minute, only 60 seconds in it. Forced upon you, you can't refuse it. Didn't seek it, didn't choose it, but it's up to you to use it. You must suffer if you lose it. Give an account if you abuse it. Just a tiny little minute. But eternity, your eternity, is in it. There are some people in this country who are trying to take away our country and destroy our name. But I have an announcement to make to those that would change the history of this nation. I have an announcement to those who would dishonor the sacrifice made by our heroes, living and dead. The United States of America is not going to become